Matt, disappointing result tonight. What are your thoughts on that one?
Paid the price for not a sluggish start, just a start which wasn't good enough. We knew it was going to be difficult against a good team, but we really gave them an in with our start to the game. I was forced into changing shape and personnel very, very early, which I've not had to do too often. That showed us up and made us a better team. It's ironic really, our instructions were at half time were just to keep it simple, keep the ball moving, and then when we tried to force it and left ourselves open at the back, we didn't quite have the mobility to cover the counter-attack, and it's too easy to score the second goal. We huffed and puffed. It's the hardest thing to do, to play against a block, but we gave them the right to defend like that and get the bodies behind the ball, and it just didn't quite fall for us. It felt like we had good moments without getting the shot off in around the box or a clear sight of goal. And like I say, it's difficult to break a team down like that when the game goes in that direction.
You said it there, obviously you made the early substitution, forced with Alex's injury and also Ben Seymour.
Yeah, but we got caught in between. Wing backs that couldn't jump out quick enough, and the outside centre halves weren't moving enough, and I could make an excuse in terms of my decision tactical wise. We just weren't quite there to start the game in 20 minutes, and you think about how early you can make a change tactically and personnel wise. We were already a goal down, and it's such a poor goal. Lads ran 20 yards off the back of a midfielder and ran past 5 of our defenders because we got a back 5 at that point. So I'm really disappointed with certain aspects of that. But the group pushed and pushed and pushed, and the more they give it, the harder it got. Like I say, you leave yourself open to counter-attack towards the latter part of the game, but we just couldn't quite have it in us, or didn't quite have it in us to break them down.
I mean, how is Alex? Is it just superficial, or?
Oh, it's a gash, a cut to the head. And Alex was a number of players who I just felt didn't start the game quick enough, and I know he came off with a head injury, and I had to sacrifice a centre forward. Everyone keeps saying about playing 2 centre forwards, but when a team's not as strong off the back of it, you've got to look at that aspect in relation to it. We should have been better, and we needed to be better to start that game. That's the crux of it. And like I say, we came back into it without threatening their goal and without making Yockel work enough.
An interesting situation there with Yockel playing for Morecambe. I mean,
top quality keeper. Show tonight, apart from his kicking, he's top quality keeper in terms of this level. Dominated his box, was clean when he had to be clean. The only ever balls which came off him, it seemed the defender got there first as well, where we were slightly on our heels. Look, we've got to digest it in terms of what the start was, but then we're the better team, the team with the ball more often than not. But it's irrelevant when it scores 2-0. At 1-0, keep it at 1-0 and keep knocking on the door. And we just tried to force it for that moment for the second goal. Like I say, when you're trying to force it, and we lacked a little bit of mobility, I've got to be honest, we lacked a little bit of mobility in terms of that back line, then gaps started to show up.
Obviously, we head up to Carlisle on Saturday, our longest trip of the season. How do you pick the lads up for that one?
Well, they've got to pick themselves up. Like I say, you start a game like they did, not for the want of trying, but they got there first. And that was shown in the way they exposed our space in that shape. But like I say, it's not a tactical game. It's never a tactical game at this level. It's getting to there first and getting control of the ball. And like I say, the irony is that the 2 goals, first half and second goal, we had clean possession, and we're not quite thinking, not safety, but a simple side foot pass. Keeping all that ball, threatening towards a byline, threatening towards a box, and quick giveaways often turn into goals at this level.